right, good morning and welcome this morning to Soul Soup. I'm Dr. Janette Freeman, here to dish up a little food for your soul and warmth for your heart this morning as we delve into a little bit more on the power of intention. And this morning I'm going to be pulling from a little bit of the teachings that was delivered by Dr. Wayne Dyer from his book, The Power of Intention. And we will then do a meditation to help us align with the field of intention, the phases of intention, and your own powerful intentions so that they can be more activated in your own field of awareness and in your own attention. So let's dive right in, shall we, this morning? So I want to pull, he quoted one of my favorite teachers in mental science, Thomas Troward, right at the beginning of chapter 3 in this book, The Power of Intention. And the quote is this: "The law of flotation was not discovered by contemplating the sinking of things." The law of flotation was not discovered by contemplating the sinking of things, but by contemplating the floating of things, which floated naturally, and then intelligently asking why they did so. In other words, in the early days of shipbuilding, boats were made by wood because it was thought that wood floated, right? So, and it was thought that iron sinks. But today, the ships are made of iron, okay? As people began to study the law of flotation, it's discovered that anything could float if it's lighter than the mass of liquid it displaces. So today we're able to make iron float by the very same law that made it sink. So as we look at the power of intention, we look at this, we got the law of flotation. The laws of abundance are not discovered by contemplating the limitation of things. As we think about what we want to stand more in alignment with our intentions. Remember, our work is to keep aligning and realigning with our intentions and the energy and vibration of those intentions. The field of joy is not discovered by contemplating all that we are unhappy about. The experience of loving relationships is not discovered by contemplating the scarcity of such. The field of love is not discovered by contemplating all that separates us from love. The field of divine possibility, the field of God, is not experienced and discovered by contemplating all of our separateness. The field of beauty is not discovered by contemplating that which is ugly. So our intention, our work is to keep realigning our attention in higher consciousness, to keep realigning our attention with the field of intention. Now, Dr. Dyer talks about the field of intention, the power of intention as this field, which I think of as the universal field of perfection, the universal mind, universal of spirituality, of spiritual wholeness, universal mind, God, consciousness. And that this field and the qualities, the faces of this field of intention, he lays down these faces as, I wanted to say what they were. as the elements of this field of intention are, it is creative, it is kind, it is love, it is beauty, it is expansion, it is unlimited abundance, and it is receptivity. It is receptivity. So all these qualities and so much more are what this field is. And in order to access this field of intention in a more consistent basis, our opportunity is to continue to realign with that field. In other words, get out of our thinking conditioned mind and get into the breath, get into the present moment, and then use our conscious mind to align with those qualities that are innate in the field of intention. So I'm going to pull a little bit from the book, right on chapter 3, when he's talking about really how to process this, how to be with this teaching. The teaching being that forward quote that I just shared with you about the law of flotation and what we are contemplating. He says the key word here is contemplating, or what you're placing your thoughts on. As you begin utilizing the enormous potential and power of intention, you must be able to connect to intention. And you can't access or work with it if you're contemplating the impossibility of being able to intend and manifest. You can't discover the law of co-creation if you're contemplating what's missing. You can't discover the power of awakening if you're contemplating things that are still asleep. The secret to manifesting anything that you desire is your willingness and ability to realign yourself so that your inner world is in harmony with the power of intention. And I think it's important to recognize that the more we get intentional, the more we say these intentions out loud, the more we are very clear, and we know what that feels like. You know, sometimes we're kind of intentional, and then something, we line up and go, no, I am intentional. I am here to really be in joy. And what happens when we get really intentional? Everything unlike that comes up in our life and manifests or shows up. Get really intentional about love, and everything that is unlike that, that's relative to us and our own conditioning, comes up, shows up in life. We start aligning with a deep intention for more abundance, and all of a sudden all this crap comes in that demands money and feels like scarcity. What's going on? What is that all about? I think it's important as we mature and evolve on the spiritual path, we realize that everything that is manifesting, everything that is showing up for our good, not happening to us. That it is coming up because it's manifesting, showing that field is in our, it's still in our field somehow, and or we're seeing it, as we take responsibility, I see that still in my field. All right, thank you for showing it to me. It's okay. And there's a part that's the enlightened no. I call it the enlightened no. It says, no, that is not, no. Thank you for showing that. And then coming back to in alignment to realign with that deep intention. It goes, no, I am joy. No matter what goes on externally, I am supported and supplied. I am living in all sufficiency. There's more than enough. I refuse to live in scarcity in any area of my life and come back to alignment that knows that there's one life. That life is God. That life is spirit. That life is this universal law of intention. That life is this field of infinite glory. And I am a part of that life now. So I refuse to buy into or believe in the ghosts that show up all around or the manifestations of a past consciousness. Because we are manifesting out of a past consciousness, out of the conditioned consciousness. And it's not that there's anything wrong with this, it's that the conditioned self is anchored in egoic limitations, concepts of the past, of memories. It's still activated in our consciousness. So we are spiritual warriors, here to remember, to gather teams around us to help us remember what we forget, so that we could come back into the truth and into alignment with a higher intention. He continues to say the way to establish a relationship with spirit and access the power of this creating principle is to continuously contemplate yourself as being surrounded by the conditions you wish to produce. Dwell on the idea of a supreme, infinite power producing the results you desire. This power is the creative power of the universe. It's responsible for everything coming into focus. By trusting it to provide the form and the conditions for its manifestation, you establish a relationship to intention that allows you to be connected for as long as you practice this personal intent. From the I Am discourses on the laws of supply, it talks about this a lot. It talks about creating the picture, that's the intention. But trusting and calling upon the I Am presence, the divine source, is the one that is producing the result. The I Am presence is the one, so that we don't get lost in focusing on the manifestation, like, oh, there it is, and then it goes, poof, and then you go, oh, no, there it's not. No, the I Am presence is bringing this. If this, not this, something better. I let go of my attachment to how this comes in. I come back to truth. The I Am presence is doing this. The Spirit is doing this. Spirit is responsible for this manifestation, not me. I continue to align with Spirit. I align with Dyer good. I align with this field of intention. So it continues, in order to float an idea into your reality, you must be willing to do a somersault into the inconceivable and land on your feet. Contemplating what you want instead of what you don't have. Then you'll start floating your desires instead of sinking them. The law of manifestation is like the law of flotation, and you must contemplate it working for you instead of contemplating it not working. This is accomplished by establishing a strong connecting link between you and the invisible formless field of energy, the power of intention. So this is accomplished by establishing a strong connecting link to this field of intention. So let us prepare ourselves for our meditation. So let's take a breath. Simply bringing all awareness into the breath. Perhaps right at the nostrils, allowing the breath to move in the body and down. Allowing the body to settle in, feeling the ground underneath your feet. Feeling the chair that supports you. Imagining that beautiful waterfall of golden light just coming over the top of your head and bathing your head in this beautiful cleansing golden light, washing over your body and washing away all tension, tightness, residual emotion, residual worry, doubt, fear. And imagining this beautiful waterfall changing color to a beautiful violet light as we invoke the presence and power of the violet flame of Saint Germain and of the cleansing waters, the cleansing violet waters to just wash over, dissolving and letting go of just the residual energy this week of fear, doubt, worry, separation, concerns. Trusting and invoking the power of the ascended host and of the presence to just simply wash away all that is no longer needed, so that we can be freer and freer to align with that infinite field, that presence, to clean away the static in the line, calling upon the higher self and the violet light, just allowing the beautiful waterfalls, the sacred flame to just go down to the top of the head, moving through the brain, the stem, the spine, moving through all the organs of the heart and lungs and stomach, moving through the etheric and emotional bodies, and sensing in and feeling any feelings in the heart, the throat, the abdomen, the tummy, the hips. Just allowing whatever you feel to be there, and allow the cleansing waters to simply wash over, clearing away that which is not needed now. That's right. Just allowing everything to drain out the bottom of your feet, inviting the earth to just release it and dissolve it. Taking it back into possible, beautiful, spiritual creation. Just dissolving, circulating. That's right. Feeling lighter and lighter. And so I invite you now to bring your awareness back to your breath, and back to your interior line. Coming back into the simple I am mantra. I on the in-breath, am on the out-breath. I am. And imagining a vertical line moving from high above your head, down through the center of your head, down through the entire spine and out. This core, this center line. This energetic tie, this energetic line, highway to the higher self. Imagining this beautiful golden line coming from high above your head, moving down to the top of your head, moving through your spine or in front of your spine. Feel it in your heart, your core, and going out. And then aligning your breath in a vertical breathing pattern. I on the in-breath looking up. And on the exhale, moving down. I A couple of these as you establish yourself in vertical awareness. That's right. Imagining your connector to this higher self high above your head. As you simply vertically breathe, bringing all awareness onto the inside of you. I on the in-breath and on the out. Activating the higher self within each one, listening to this right now. Aligning with this higher self and inviting the higher self to work with each one and their own energetic frequencies to help them align more deeply with their intentions. And so I invite you to come on an imagination into a journey with me. And simply using your imagination, imagine above your head, as high as you desire that you can access. Imagine a large balloon. And I want us to start to fill that balloon with the qualities, first of all, of the faces, of the field of intention, and all the symbology that means for you. So seeing, first of all, in this field, in this balloon, creativity. What is the color of creativity for you? See it filled with that color. Now see it filled with this symbol. What is this symbol for creativity for you? Trusting whatever you get and allow it to be filled with 1,000 or more of those symbols. Filling that entire balloon, this big, big balloon, expanding it. It is creative. It is creativity. It is a field of creativity filled with the color of creativity and the symbol of creativity. And now that field also has in it, that balloon has in it the field of kindness. What color is kindness to you? Let it be revealed to you, and it is filled with the color of kindness. It is filled with the energy of kindness. Allow kindness to be a symbol that you can see. Trusting the first thing that comes to your mind. Multiply that symbol over 1,000 times, little teeny symbols of that. Fill it with the symbol. Seeing that field, that balloon filled with kindness, with the energetic tone, signature, and frequency of kindness. And now be aware and fill that beautiful balloon with the energy of love. The energy of love, the frequency of love, the color of love. What is the color of love to you? What is the symbol of love for you? What is the symbol of love for you? Finding the symbol of love for you right now and allowing it to multiply. Thousands of those symbols. The frequency of love. What is the symbol for you? What does love mean? What is it? Put it in there. How does it feel? And seeing that bubble, that beautiful balloon filled so much with creativity and kindness and love. Seeing that high above your head as expanding this beautiful balloon, and allow it to now take on the frequency and the color of beauty. What is the color of beauty to you? Fill it with that color of beauty and find a symbol that represents beauty to you. And multiply it to thousands of pieces that represent beauty, and see it in that balloon, beauty. That's right. And notice that beautiful balloon getting bigger and bigger, and so full of all these colors and all of these symbols that represent so much of this field of creation. And now it is also the field of infinite expansion. Expansion, what is the field of expansion to you? What color is expansion? Allow it to be filled with the color of expansion now. What is a symbol that represents expansion to you? Let that multiply into thousands of those symbols, filling that balloon with the symbols of expansion. Noticing the expansive nature of that balloon getting larger and larger high above your head. And now becoming aware of contemplating the field of unlimited abundance in your balloon. What color is unlimited abundance? What is a symbol for you for unlimited abundance? And allow that to multiply into 1,000 symbols or more, and filling even more that absolute gorgeous balloon filled with the symbols of abundance and all the qualities of that specific for you. And this field of intention is receptivity. Receptivity. The field is receptive. That means it is constantly saying yes. Open, receptive, yes. What color is that for you? Fill that balloon with that color. And what symbol comes up for you? For being receptive. Soft and open. Allowing that symbol to show itself and to manifest in 1,000 or more symbols, filling that balloon. Filling that balloon with all of these symbols and all of this light. Yes. And aware right now of this mighty field of intention that's high above your head in this balloon. And seeing this balloon right now as this field of intention. That is so receptive and so creative, that is beautiful and abundant and love and kindness. And then using your powerful contemplation and personal intention to place up into that field, that which you intend to stand in, that which you intend to create more of in your life, that you are aligning your frequency with. Place that. What color is it, first of all? What color is your deep intention? And allow that bubble to have more of that color. And now allow that to have a symbol that you can see or a picture of that intention. That's right. in the balloon. And allow that symbol to multiply into 1,000, 10,000, 1,000,000, and more. That's right. Right now, seeing that beautiful symbol multiply, allowing the field of intention to operate upon it, to act upon it, that you can release it into that bubble of light that is so receptive and creative and has everything necessary that we don't need to do it. We can't do it. We hand it over. We hand it over to this field, to this presence, knowing that it knows how, and we stand in alignment that we're fully committed to being the one that can grow into being fully in alignment with that deep intention, willing to release and let go of anything that stands in its way. That's right. And then right now, I invite you to take a magic needle and reach up. When you're ready to pop that balloon and receive it all. 1, 2, 3. Pop the balloon. Allowing it all to pour over you, everything to just fall over you, pour over you in all this infinite creativity and all of this kindness and this love, absolute beauty, absolute infinite expansion and infinite abundance and total receptivity, and seeing the effects of your own intention all over you, feeling the light, all of the colors bathing over you, all of the symbols bathing over you, filling every part of your body, mind, etheric, emotional, spiritual systems, aligning you completely with all of it, integrating it all. Allowing it to bless you, and know that every part of this infinite creativity, this infinite mind, this divine presence knows how to do life, love, joy, peace, freedom, knows how. And we keep surrendering and surrendering to this power and to this presence. And we keep aligning and realigning with this field of intention. Coming back into breath awareness, feeling the vertical breathing. I am. Allowing your words of I am to find 1 or 2 words that are a symbol for what you've experienced today that you can carry with you this week. I am. I am. In joy, in love, in peace. I am. That's right. So just knowing and allowing that to integrate in its perfect right time. How good it is. As we gently bring awareness back here to end out this meditation in deep gratitude and in deep intention to align with the joy of this day in peace and freedom and celebration. And so it is. So thank you for joining us on Soul Soup today. If you've been with us on the podcast or on YouTube, thank you so much. There's information in our chat box on how you can support this programming and other spiritual teachings. There's a donation link, as all this is brought completely by donations to the Oneness Center. And I thank you so much. If you're watching live, that's in the chat box. And I thank you for that. Also, if you're watching YouTube or listening to the podcast, please leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. Feel free to share if you were blessed by this. You can find my recordings on Insight Timer, where there are so many meditations that can help you and bless you. I'm grateful you are here with us on Soul Soup today. I'm Dr. Janette Freeman signing off with many, many blessings, my friends. Namaste.